Okay, so I'm finna chain everything down. So y'all see what I did with the power rake. Y'all probably ain't seen it yet, but I took them wheels off the front of it, man. They're really, yeah. So a good looking sod there, Bermuda. I got 2 more pallets at the job. Y'all kind of saw yesterday. I'm gonna grab something out of the shop and I'll be gone. Trev was already left. But real quick, y'all see these right here? These are the wheels that go on front of the power rake. Well, Ray, man, you might need them. You're gonna bend the front plate, man. Man, boy, you need some support on the end, Ray. What the hell, man? I don't know about that, dude. Well, I gotta say, when you look at how heavy steel this is. See, these things don't want to turn right. I might have to go in there and reinvent the wheel, but I'm better off without these even on there right now. Not to mention the space on the trailer. I mean, you're talking about another 2.5, 3 feet of space, and these things are not freaking light, man. Y'all heard that thump? You break something. See, I'm glad I came back in here, because we're definitely gonna need a blower, right? I mean, see? Yeah. But I just wanted to show y'all that I'm gonna be using a power rake without these on there. And you know, it may be a little more strain on the front plate, but I don't know that it's a big strain, because a lot of times I'm not even putting these on the ground, because you can't, because they're not, the swivel's not working. They'll roll, but they won't swivel. And these things are stupid expensive. The wheels and the whole assembly, like $800 or something, dude. I don't think I need them for this job. Only time you need something like that is when you're like maybe going down a long gravel driveway. But I think I can do a better job without those, because they're always getting in my way. So yeah, but I just wanted to point that out. I'm gonna throw the blow on here, chain it down, and I gotta go. All right, y'all. So y'all know we got the 3 pallet sod job today. Not a big job. It's gonna be pretty easy. I got 2 people out here. You know, Trev's already, you know, here. I got him in the other truck, but I got one little job I'm gonna need him to do this morning during the midst of all this, to where we can make another $200, and that'll pretty much cover his labor and fuel for the day. So and it won't take him long. And he doesn't know a lot about sod and stuff, so I'd rather have him do that while I set everything up and get a system down, because he's not going to know what to do. And I know, well, anybody can lay sod. Well, yeah, they can, but when you're in such a small area like that, you gotta have to be a little more methodical about everything, about how you do everything. And to be quite honest with you, my skid over here is a little bit overkill. Okay, a lot overkill. You know, but you know, if I'm gonna have a machine, you know, I have to be able to do everything. And I never really entertained a stand-on one, because I don't like stand-on mowers. So that was my thinking anyway. But having the full skid, you can't just put it on any job. I mean, I'll be honest with you, just like if you have a mini skid, you can't just put it on any job and make money, you know. But I guess if I had a choice, I'd rather have more power than not enough. But the price point is a huge difference too. So there's a lot of things that you got to think about out here, you know, that people really don't talk about in their, you know, their videos. My channel is really all about the thinking process and what you have to go through to make what you need to make to get what you need to get. So yeah. So I'm gonna get him started over here on this little pampas grass job, and it pays $200. So you know, that's pretty good. It'll probably take him maybe 30 minutes or so, and we're just gonna throw everything in the back of that truck, so he don't have to pull a trailer, you know. So Yeah. But I'm probably borderline legal now. I got a lot of weight on here, man. This sod's pretty heavy, but it's some good looking sod for this early in the year, I will say. So yeah, that. I just hope the DOT don't get behind me or nothing, because they might start looking at everything, and it ain't. I'm only going a couple miles down the road. It might not be the well, it might not be what they want to see. We might end up having to park down the street because it'll be tight right there with the skid, the trailer, the other truck. You know, there's no, and you got to have room for people to picture the skid and the truck pulling up right there across from that white truck.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody gonna be able to hardly get by, you know.
Right, that's why I'm thinking, yeah.
Now you might be able to pull down in front of it on down the hill in front of that truck.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm running a few minutes late because I had to get him. Well, he was running a few minutes late, so yeah, that's what we're doing, y'all. Sod. And this job's gonna pay pretty freaking good, man. It really is. But y'all saw all the running around I had to do yesterday, but you know, I don't mind doing that, setting up. But if I don't do none of that, then we don't make as good of money today. These guys, you know, don't make what, you know, what they make the same money, but it take a lot longer if I don't set everything up. Considering, I don't know what Trevor knows about sod, but I'm assuming that he doesn't know a lot. And it's not rocket science or nothing. On a job like this, it's really about the logistics of how you do it. And I'm really, you know, torn between which way to do it. You want to basically start out at the curb line and work your way down, because the curb line is something you cannot change. So, you know, I mean, if you start at the curb and the driveway corner and the curb, the sidewalk, and then work your way down to the house. I don't like doing it like that because, well, you're not working in, you know, the best way to where you don't have to go over the sod, you know, drive over the sod or whatever to lay more pieces. So basically we're going to have to move the sod where I'm not running over the freshly put down sod each run. And having the ability to pick up the pallets is everything. Otherwise, over here we could get away. I've done a lot more complicated jobs, you know, without a skid. Having a skid is just a luxury at this point because it's going to save time. But you know, I don't know how much time it's really going to save because, well, all the time I've already spent. But I saved money every which way. I saved over $200 on the delivery yesterday. So, like $220. So, you know, that's $220 I don't have to pay out. And so, because my number to them is an even 24. So, biggest thing is getting him going on something, on something that's making even more money. And we'll be out of here early enough where she'll be home and I can explain to him his thing. He's gonna have to watch out for. He needs to clean up really good. He needs to be very thorough. And you know, guys that have never done this for money, they're not nearly as thorough as guys that have done it before. You know, and it's just a learned thing. It's not like, you know, that I got to take him to school or nothing. It's just about, hey man, make it look neat. Over here's a little bit different though. It always is. Every job's different. On the pampas grass that he's going to be cutting, it's not a big job, and they put pine straw down every year, so he doesn't have to clean up hardcore. But I'm not going to tell him that. No, I'm going to tell him that, you know, you need to clean up, and I'm going to give him a timeline. You know, well, Ray, that's wrong, man. You putting a clock on him? No, I know how long it takes to do this. I've been doing those. I've been doing the pampas grass myself or one of my guys for the last 10 years. The same pampas grass, so I know what it takes to do it, and I know it doesn't take long. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm leaving him the pampas grass right there to get up. So yeah, y'all been on that job 100 times. So now I'm gonna head over here. I gotta tie these things off. I don't get them hung up. It'll start right back. Should. It's going around the edges. So, because we know this right here is not going to be able to get on that edge. So you see, that's the thing about having experience out here is you see how she went all the way around. So that's what you want, man. When you hire people to come out here and help you with sod. At least when you got a machine like this. I'm gonna zip tie these right here where they don't get hung up, because I don't have the wheels on here no more. So yeah. Okay, y'all, so we're getting it, but it's well, there's a lot of well, we can't dig nowhere over here, so it's going to be bumpy over here. This looks pretty good in here. I don't like that piece, but damn, boy, it's high. So what I always do when I see something like that is I go back just a little bit right here. Just take some of the hump off. I don't like putting that piece right there. Man. See this right here, Trev?
Yeah. You want me to get you a better spot?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this one up, and I'll work it on the end around that box.
Okay.
So we need a good piece right here. All the best pieces need to be up by the road. You know, as long as we ain't got to do a bunch of digging on the pallet.
This one looks great.
Okay, y'all, so we got the sod installed. We're going to press it down. I use the machine a little bit to press it, but they're going to, the husband said that he's going to get a roller and roll it. So I see a big, anyway, it's installed anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, it needs pressing, and I was going to go, I was going to bring the the wheel to press it, and the husband said, "Oh, I'll do that. Don't worry about that, Ray. Just get it on the ground, man." And I'm like, "Okay." So what we ended up doing was we ran out, and now let me go to the other camera. Okay, y'all. So yeah, I'm not real happy with the way the job came out because we ran out of material. But I mean, we're half a pallet short, and that's where when you take the measurements, that's why the homeowner was helping me take the measurements. Of course, she's trying to keep the number friendly, and I'm always trying to. I usually if she hadn't have been there, I would have overestimated, and I probably would have bought that extra pallet. So just something to think about, man. But you see, this area, these lawns in here, these are the type of lawns I hate doing. I like doing new construction sod install, because then you don't have to worry about the existing dirt, the existing grade, the existing. I mean, we were digging out roots the whole morning, all morning. And and because it's so small, we couldn't just load it down with dirt and go on top, because that would have brought everything above the concrete. And it don't need to be all the way below the concrete, but it don't need to be all the way above the concrete either. So and the pieces of sod are really big. It makes it where it's a little bit harder to work with, if you ask me. That's just me. But everybody did good, man. They made good money too. But when I do sod on new construction, or where the owner, whoever's paying, has brought in a lot of dirt, that's what I really like. So then you don't have to worry about that ground was terrible there. It was just bad ground. I learned a few things, though. There's a lot to learn when you're doing this kind of work. So, but after everything today, about 4 hours, but we ain't stopping. We working. So I ended up profiting right around $1,200, and that's profit, in 4 hours. Now, if you could do that every day, you're balling. But see, that's the thing about skid work. You gotta, if you're not sassy with your money, if you got a skid steer and you're not a little sassy with your money, between jobs and all, and you let the money start running you, and you start buying things that you really can't afford, and then even though you got the machine, then no work comes down the line. You got to hold the money up until work comes down the line, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. That's what I do, because you don't start spending any of the money until you got more work coming in.